If you're in insurance sales long enough, you're going to have a bad sales call. So I'm going to help you understand what do you do when this happens so that you don't become a statistic. And let's face it, 90% of the agent force doesn't know how to handle a bad sales call, and it takes them out of the industry. So we're going to give you some tips, some techniques, some little things that you really want to know so that one bad sales call doesn't take you out of a very simple industry. So we're going to dive right into this. And before I do, my name is Jason. I'm your friend in the industry, and I am so blessed to partner and recruit powerful insurance agents as well as agencies that align here to sell life insurance, Medicare insurance, and yes, annuities face to face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So, free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And I appreciate you joining with me in this content. I hope it's just what you need. So, first off, number one, when you've had a bad sales call, don't let it cause you to stop. All right. One bad sales call does not get the permission to destroy your day unless you allow it to. You've got to really compartmentalize if you want to capitalize in this space. You got to be like, hey, it's a bunch of waffles, and I'm just going to keep the little square right there. All right. You're going to have one. You're going to get told, go beep yourself on final expense telesales calls on occasion. And that doesn't mean go bless yourself, if you know what I'm saying. You're going to have those bad sales calls. Compartmentalize it so that you can move forward from it. If you've had a bad taste in your mouth, remember when you were a kid and maybe your parents fed you liver? I hate liver with a passion, by the way. If you like liver, fine. Put it in the comments below. I personally hate it, like with everything that's in me. Ugh, I can't get it out of my mouth fast enough. When you've had a bad taste in your mouth, the only thing that solves the bad taste is getting a good taste right now. All right. If I gave you a plate full of steak and onion, and then you found out it was liver and onion, you're not going to just keep chewing it around in your mouth. Come on. All right. Now, in the insurance industry, agents will have a bad sales call, and you're going to mentally chew the cud. You're going to mentally mull it over and over and over. You keep it in your mouth. Get it out, my friends. You got to get it out fast. When you've had a bad sales call, stop right now, take a deep breath, lower your heart rate. It's going to be okay. That bad sales call is not going to destroy your day unless you allow it to. So understand you're in control. A lot of times we can lose our minds a little bit when we've had something maybe not go our way. We can't do this. Take a deep breath. Know that it's going to be okay. And you've got to get a sale as fast as possible or a really good sales call with somebody that you resonate with. So don't focus on the rear view mirror of that really bad sales call, the horrible day that you think you're going to have. It's not the truth. Take the next sales call, take the next sales call, and get yourself into a position where maybe you do some positive verbal self affirmations. Maybe you get with a powerful mentor where you can laugh it off. Laughter's a medicine, right? Get yourself into a position where maybe if you don't have a mentor, first off, reach out to jasonfinalexpense.com. We can maybe solve that problem, but maybe listen to some music that gives you a little spark. Maybe watch a little something funny real fast to get you into a place where your enthusiasm comes back, and then get your britches back on the next sales call. If you're a face-to-face insurance agent, go knock a door, go talk to a great person, or maybe better yet, go visit a client that you're maybe close to that you like. All right. You've got to get your attitude back. One bad sales call is not a stopping point. It's a place that you can launch forward from. You're like, well, I got that one bad call out of the way. Let's move forward, because you don't have the FAIL in you. All right. You're going to be powerful, but powerful attitude. Get yourself into a place of laughter, but sustain action, my friends. The quickest way to get a bad sales call out of you is to have a good sales call or a really good conversation that maybe got really close to a conversion. You are in control of your business. Telesales is about control, but so is the insurance industry in your level of action. Habits, discipline, habits, discipline, habits, discipline, crazy important. And a lot of insurance agents that are statistics, they let one bad sales call seep into them, just like you eating liver. You're not going to keep that garbage in your mouth. Spit it out. Get something good. Get something sweet up in there that makes you go, ooh, this is good. Get those little endorphins and everything kicking in where you're happy, happy. That is so important to you having a better day when maybe you've had a bad dial. Don't let a bad dial turn into a bad hour that turns into you having the rest of the day off where you're just going to go suck on your thumb. You've got to be very intentional about habitual behavior and discipline, my friends. I know it doesn't feel good, But once you get a sale, you will forget about the people that says, go bless yourself. Okay. And they're not saying the blessing word. That is the only antidote to a bad sales call, is a good one. All right. And remember too, that hard work is important. You've got to hustle, but hard work will beat talent when talent doesn't work. All right. There's so many agents that don't have good habits. They don't have good discipline. And don't fool yourself into thinking that you're a full-time agent if you can't look at your calendar and go, yeah, I actually put in my 40. All right. You're going to fail if you fail to put the time in. You want the take home, right? Well, put the time in, my friends. It's so important that we work hard, but we also have good scripts that we follow, good systems that we follow, so that you can look yourself in the mirror and know that you're the lady, you're the man that did the work. And then hopefully you're going to have the money to show for it. And it's not a guarantee in this industry. It's a 1099 industry that, you know what? A lot of insurance agents let a bad sales call take them out. That's not you, because you've got the habits and the hustle and the discipline necessary so that you don't have a bad sales call that caps you at your knees. You know what to do with it. Get with a mentor fast. Turn this industry, number three, into something that's fun. I know a bad sales call is frustrating. I feel you. It's the worst feeling to have that kind of self doubt. Maybe you weren't affirmed much when you were younger. And when you hear something that's negative, it can be like a knot in your stomach. Know that it's okay to just stop for a second, do some positive verbal self affirmations, get yourself in a place that you're grateful to do what you're doing right now. Remember why you got into this industry. This little wounding is going to heal, where you got told, maybe I don't have enough money for this, or I got to change my bank account, or I'm not going to buy from you anymore. That is so much a part of the industry. You're going to probably lose 20% of your business anyway. When that happens, don't let those little wounds become something that metastasizes and takes you out of the final expense telesales industry or the annuity business. You've got to have a smile on your face, but you can't avoid action. Agents that avoid action, well, they're avoiding success. So when you've had a day that maybe is frustrating, focus on the fun. I get to do this. I get to get on the next sales call with habits and discipline, and I'm going to meet a great person. And you know what? If I get to fix their problem, I get to get paid. This is perfect. All right. Get yourself in a place that you don't avoid action, because action right now is what's going to help you solve the problem of a bad sales call. Getting around a mentor is going to help you not feel as hurt, like somebody that can just lift you up in a dial that maybe is humorous when you talk to a buddy or a mentor, but right now it's not humorous at all. You feel maybe diminished in your value. Know that you are valuable. You've got what it takes. And these people, more importantly, need the product that you're solving their problem with, which is what we call in this insurance industry a sale. I hope this helps you, my friends. If we can do anything to serve you, or if you need a good work family to call a home, jasonfinalexpense.com. But turn that frustration into a powerful place for good for you, but also for your consumer. The greater we can make our consumers' lives, well, we get to have a pretty good life in return. I appreciate you, my friends. We'll see you soon.